Yeah. It's the Church of the Ghetto Gospel. Yeah. And these niggas selling wolf tickets.
I am the resurrection.
This shit wavy, watch me drip drop. This shit sound like make your hips rock. While I counterband and flip flop. Fuck it, do your dance on TikTok. This the type of swag that be dripping hella sauce. I'm getting to the money, niggas looking hella lost. Fuck a hater, fuck a op, and fuck a goofy. What you call it? It ain't tricking if you got it. It's yours if you bought it. Now go ahead and shake it like you want it. And you can tell the difference when the real push up on it. I ain't never been the type to try to cut and get ghost. I'm the type to wake you up in the morning with French toast. Cause I gotta run and go get it. Even if I gotta flip it and whip it and pitch it all up in the kitchen, my nigga just listen, see I gotta get it. I'm feeling like Michael in 89. Jackson and Jordan, you know the rest. Now tell me again, I ain't in my prime. Wait, nigga. That's a deep line, I'ma give you a second to Google it. And while you noodling, I'ma just doodle a plan to get me the kit and caboodle. I've been a man, basically what I'm saying. Nigga, nah, I ain't playing with niggas. Close to homie, the man with the hand. He be saying I be laying on niggas. Man, I be playing on beats. Monkey bars on the mall. You could bang him in the car. Deep voice, get your freak moist. She gon' need a fucking change of drawers. If she wearing them and she bearing them thick thighs on display, I'ma rub it like a DJ. Tell her drop it like a mixtape. Oh, that's it, nigga. Wolf tickets on the way. I go by Trey Howe. I'm doing great. How you?
Yo, what up? Y'all know the smooths, man. It's Trey Howe, another Truth Talks. Hold on, let me adjust my real quick. There we go. I'm over here bugged out, and my earphone just kicked in. Yeah, man, we doing an extra special today. Look, man, we got a lot to talk about. Y'all see it in my thing. Lil Miami, I'm going to just jump right into it because, listen, I ain't trying to hold y'all, man. I've been sick over the weekend, just getting my voice back. You know what I'm saying? I was sounding like the All-State guy for a minute. You know what I mean? I was out here with the extra deep voice. Not even trying, looking motherfucker. Nah, but Lil Miami says she want to be the next Black Oprah Winfrey. For those who didn't get it, I'm going to come back to that in a second. I'm going to just let that marinate in y'all mind for a second. That this black woman says she want to be the next Black Oprah Winfrey. So we'll move on to something else real quick. 50 Cent, meanwhile, is bringing a show series to WeTV of all places. Listen, I ain't hating on whoever want to bring this story and said, like, because what he's doing is he's executive producing Unsolved Murders in Hip Hop. Yeah, I know that's not the exact title. I fucked it all up, but y'all can Google it. You know what I mean? It's Googleable. You know what I mean? Type that in your search engines on Yahoo. You know what I mean? Get your ATM, you get your AOL dial up and search that. Ask Jeeves about that.
Whoa.
I'm trying to know about them throwback search engines. Nigga, you wasn't here when the internet first started? You know about picking up the phone, about to call up Shorty and that motherfucking phone start hollering at you. Shit sound like you getting a fax or something. Then your dumb ass be waiting by the printer thinking it's a fax. No, somebody about to fax me. I know they is. Damn, what y'all know about that shit, yo? Being held hostage in your phone. You can't call nobody because people on the internet. You can't get in it. Yeah. The internet was a fucking hustle back in the day. Yeah. No bullshit. But yeah, yo, 50 Cent out here. You know what I'm saying? Doing the unsolved murders on history. On hip hop, you know what I mean? And I'm with it. I'm for all of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Let's shed some light on some of these cases, get some justice for some of these families, like the whole nine. I'm with it. Speaking of being with it, Doja Cat was not with it. I had the video, but my shit got fucked up trying to upload it and all of that, and I had to start from scratch. But yeah, look, y'all could Google this too. Throw this in your AOL search engine. You know what I mean? Doja Cat with the fresh Caesar. She out here just laying around on TikTok, like, yeah, nah, I'm trying to pop up. And oops, she popped in the Island Boy, in the motherfucking Island Boys TikTok live.
No.
After about 30 seconds, she like, all right, so how do I get you off my live? Because I don't want to do this no more. Like, those were her exact words. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm sorry.
Damn.
And secondly, this is why I wish I had the video. You can't tell me this young boy ain't. First of all, that beak looked like Barbara Streisand. So you're not gonna tell me you an island boy, nigga. You an Israelite or something, because that shit ain't making no sense. But anyway, this motherfucker has the blackest, thickest motherfucking Etch-a-Sketch hairline I'd have never seen in my life. Listen, y'all know my beef with Beijing. I know a Beijing when I see one. And this young tattooed face motherfucker is Beijinging. You can't tell me that island boy ain't go down to DR and get the Michael Jackson permanent hairline tattoo.
Oh no.
Listen, I'm giving y'all all sorts of ammo to throw in you. I don't even know another fucking old, outdated search engine. Throw that in your Netscape, nigga.
Netscape. Firefox.
Yeah, right? Give that a search on your Firefox. Shout out to Google being like, nah, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you got, nigga. Search Google. You be like, crazy news events that happened today. They be like, did you mean Google, nigga? Because we here, like, access whatever you want to access. Like,
they tried to make Bing a thing for a second.
Yeah.
It went away promptly.
Yeah, motherfuckers was just using Bing to low-key Google Earth shit, for real. Bing, where's my ex-girlfriend, that dirty bitch? She's here.
Oh no.
Then they just fucking satellite image down on her. And be popping shit. I knew you was with that nigga. Like, all right, relax. All right, so y'all figure out the punchline yet? Young Miami say she want to be Young Miami, a young African-American melanated woman, said she wants to be the next Black Oprah. Oprah is black, for those who don't know. So is Lil Miami. So is Diddy, but that's neither here nor there nor in a relationship with Young Miami. So, yeah, what, like, shorty, what? Yeah, like, I'm all with a little ratchet sauce in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets heavy in the ratchet sauce. You understand what I'm talking about? Like, I don't do the McGangbang. That's just some fat shit. That ain't ghetto, nor black, nor hood, nor... You ain't never heard of a McGang? It's like a fucking...
Are you talking about the sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
There's the McGangbang, and then there's the...
And they try to act like it's a broke man's meal. Like, first of all, nigga, if you got the money to order a Big Mac or anything made like a Big Mac, they taxing you for that burger.
Yeah, because you gotta order the separate burgers.
You feel me? Like, listen, you want to be slick, you get you a McDouble, sacrifice that one piece of cheese, ask for a side of mac sauce on there. They're gonna hit you with like 35 cents, but you know what I'm saying? That's better than putting that shit on the McChicken with some other ghetto stupid shit. Like, listen. We out here like, oh, America's we're not a joke. We're serious big boys. Man, take us serious. You feel like we out here eating pressed chicken patties and motherfucking frozen, never fresh hamburger patties put together with some Thousand Island sauce. Yeah, the motherfucking secret's out, Big Macs. Y'all ain't slick. It's fucking Thousand Island sauce. You go out to LA, you get every goddamn hamburger with Thousand Island sauce. Y'all ain't slick. Think you the first niggas to put salad dressing on a hamburger? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? I know I was talking about something, but I completely. Oh, Young Miami, Lil Miami. I don't know. I just realized I typed in Lil Miami. But either way, do it matter? Like, is she on anybody's hip hop Mount Rushmore? You feel me? Like, Diddy don't even claim it. Like, what are we talking about? You don't get a name till you claimed by Diddy. J-Lo wasn't J-Lo. She was Jennifer Lopez.
When we not together, we not together.
You feel me? Like, listen, right now, since y'all ain't together, yeah, premature Miami. Listen, Oprah's black. Somebody tell her and Stacey Dash that DMX died. Oprah's black. Obama was black.
Hello.
I said was like it's past tense.
Right, like he got rid of like.
Now Sammy Sosa
Hello.
was black. Fuck what you heard. That nigga look like Tito Puente now. They used to be like, oh shit, black man in the motherfucking MLB. You remember that bullshit?
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here, Sammy.
He ain't doing that no more.
Yeah, now he's just like, hey, how you doing? Samuel.
Hello.
Samuel So. Like, nigga, that is a terrible white man's name. Like, hey, Poppy, listen, I ain't know it, but you know.
No, it's not that.
Like, all right, first of all, ain't nobody doing a goddamn I Love Lucy remake with your Ricky Ricardo looking at. That motherfucker, oh man.
He came out like, Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
Shit. That's what his ass did. He like, hey, listen, I Cuban, but I go down to the DR, I go through the doctor, I come back, they never know me. Huh? What steroids, eh? Hey, listen.
Right.
Like, no, that was Sammy. I'm Samuel Sosa. It's a whole different guy, you know. He's Cuban. I'm Colombian. Look at me, Poppy. Look at my skin.
You see that video of looking, listen, my friend, listen.
It'd be like that little Puerto Rican kid. Linda, listen.
Linda.
You can't blame light-skinned Sammy for dark-skinned Sammy problems, okay? It's just it's just one of those things, Poppy. I hit ball real far. No steroid for me, Poppy. Only HGH. Like, see, get the fuck out. That's illegal too, Sammy.
Right. Your stupid ass.
Oh no, I was talking to my friend Mark McGuire and Jason Giambi. He told me this perfectly legal, Papi. I put it in plantains. Oh shit. Yo, people be offended, but listen, like half my family is either Dominican or Puerto Rican. You can't see it in my complexion because that's the other half of my family. Oh, shit. Shout out to the days of harmless racism. Like, those were the days. The things that used to be on TV, boy. Motherfuckers don't believe me when I tell them, like, yeah, nah, Richard Pryor and Archie Bunker got into, like, a fucking racist rant against each other and shit. And Richard Pryor and Chevy Chase on the SNL skit.
What?
Yeah. They was sitting down and Richard Pryor was, you know what I mean, doing this whole Richard Pryor shit. Like, oh, you don't want to hire me because I'm black and blah, blah, blah. And then they started like passive aggressively calling each other names and stuff. Like, you know, he said some shit. He was like, we would hate to see you go back to where you came from.
Oh, no.
And it was like, oh, well, you know, what he say? Richard said some shit like, I'm a little hungry. I could go for a cracker. And then by the end of the skit, fucking Steve Martin, that's who it was, not Chevy Chase. It might have been both of them.
I was going to say.
But they was in the skit, and by the end of that shit, one of the white men called Richard Pryor a nigga.
Oh, no.
And it was just like, oh, shit, this was on SNL? Lauren Michaels was losing his fucking mind.
But not back then, he wasn't.
Yeah, back then it was fucking Coke genius.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a fucking genius idea. We're going to do that.
He does like this.
Yeah. Yeah, no. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be applying for a job. He's gonna fucking like, no. Are you getting this? Are you writing this down? He'll be a fucking coked up stenographer and shit. Yeah, no, I got it. He comes in, coke, right? Comes in, snorts. Like, what the? No, that's not what we said in the skit.
That's not how it's supposed
But keep it in there, though. That's comedy go.
to.
Oh, shit. Shout out to all of the old movies and shows that just used to. My favorite be like shows in the 80s where it's like, especially if you're in New York or like the bigger cities, coke, heroin, crack is all fucking rampant. But the heartbreaking episode of Saved by the Bell was what the fuck was the girl's name?
Jesse Stephanopoulos or whatever.
Yeah, Jesse Stephanopoulos, Snuffleupagus, Uncle Jesse's daughter, who was on Saved by the Bell. Yeah, niggas gonna be real confused in the Google now.
Right, like, wait,
Saved by the Bell, where Uncle Jesse has a daughter.
Right. You got people all kinds of confused.
Nah, but the Saved by the Bell episode where she was on like some old off-brand shit, like Up All Night, or it was basically Speed, but it's like, yeah, nah, call it what it is,
It was
yo.
definitely over the counter.
I've got this test I gotta study for, and now I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Yeah, I know that was supposed to be like a gut-wrenching episode of Saved by the Bell, but that turned out to be the funniest shit I had ever seen in my life. I was like, why she crying? Like,
Why is she crying?
fuck? You excited? The crackheads in my neighborhood don't be excited.
I can't.
Like, oh, you been up for a long time? Like, okay, bitch, take your ass to school. What the fuck we talking about? Oh, shit. And then when Carlton was on Speed and was dancing all over the prom.
So bad.
Hilarious shit. Ah, shit. Shout out to sitcoms trying to take serious turns. Like in Parenthood.
What happened to Parenthood?
When the one kid was listening to the chubby kid was listening to rap music.
Oh, he was listening to like Kill Snoop Doggy Kill or some shit.
Yeah, like Murder Death Doggy Kill or some shit. And then he was like, it was like, nah, Pops don't want you listening to that wild music. He was like, shut up, nigga, I do what I want. But he said it all sassy like and shit. Like Andrew Caldwell.
You got me choking on my spit.
Look at this interior, nigga.
This interior.
This interior rhymes with cereal.
I mean, who am I? Who are we to judge?
You feel me? Listen. Like, he got a job selling Maseratis.
No, he's delusional.
He just wants y'all to come down here and look at these Maseratis and they interiors. Shout out to Andrew Caldwell, who apparently, I don't know if I brought this up or not, but there's a show on Zeus TV.
Yeah, I think so.
Which, shout out to Tiny Zeus Lester, the original Zeus. I don't know nothing about this TV shit. I hope they named it after him and cut some checks to his kids or something. But Zeus TV, home of Jocelyn Hernandez, fucking cabaret show where they get the bitches and the bitches better not be basic or else they can't get to see Stevie or whoever the Stevie replacement is. What's that weird nigga name who was like fucking harassing the women and shit?
I can't remember what his name
Who
is.
looked like Doug Heffernan's black friend and shit. He looked like Deacon and shit. Shout out to King of Queens for having a black guy who was named Deacon. Like, really?
Oh, God.
And he had a son named Kirby. Like, so these are just the weirdest black people you could ever find in Queens, huh?
Ever, because why Kirby?
You feel me? Like, you done named your son after a vacuum cleaner? That's a throwback joke for real. You had to be of the days where a nigga would come to your house and try to sell you a vacuum cleaner to know about Kirby. Other than that, it was Hoover and whatever the fuck else is out now. But I remember I told niggas like, yeah, bro, we got the Kirby. That shit official. Niggas was like, what? Man, I don't know. Some nigga came in the house, sold us a Kirby. Nigga, we got a Kirby now. It would be 12 years later until I heard Kirby again. Wouldn't you? Well, okay, let me stop fronting. Video game too, but I ain't never played that shit. But then, wouldn't you know it, a black man on TV from soap operas, mind you. Or no, he just looked like the nigga that was on All My Children and all of that shit.
What?
Yeah, that's a listen when you get sick with mono and shit when you a kid. And you stay home and you watch The Young and the Restless and All My Children, and as the world turns, you realize if your ex ever drive off a mountain, because somehow everybody lived by mountains, they ain't really dead. All right? And if you think they dead and you're gonna fuck their twin sister, you in for a mistake.
Don't.
That's the common soap opera plot twist.
Don't do it.
The not dead reveal and the fake twin. But I thought it was your twin sister. It was me all along. All right. Like that says more about you than it says about me. Like, all right, I'm an asshole for trying to fucking marry your twin sister, but the fact that you pretended to have a twin and then pretended to be said twin. Yeah, like I'm just an asshole. You're a sicko. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? Oh, shit. Speaking of what are we doing here? I had talking points. So let me get to these talking points real quick. I wrote down the most ghetto note for this, but y'all can Google this too. Lizzo played a fucking crystal congressional flute. Why the Congress has a flute made out of crystal, I have no fucking idea. Meanwhile, George Washington's teeth was allegedly made out of wood. I'm just saying, shit don't add up to me. But yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all know Lizzo's a classically trained flautist. That's a real word. I Googled it before I said it. And yeah, and she out here doing her thing, like, you know what I mean? Blowing on her little flute everywhere she can. And I know I say it and it sounds jokingly, like when I said Lizzo hit all of the squares on the food pyramid. Yeah, like, I don't know why I keep trying to front on me like I'm making fun of Lizzo. Lizzo, if you're listening, I want to make a record with you, for real. Like, because Lizzo could sing and she got, like, old school Monique energy. Like, she ain't anti-skinny bitches, but she just like, yeah, look, I'm here, I'm big, what's up, what's poppin'? And she still got more number ones than, I don't know, some other people who don't have number ones. But yeah, yo, look, Lizzo popping. I give her all her credit, all her due shine. All of that shit. Like, do you, boo-boo? I'm all with you. Like, you feel me? Ain't never been no slander coming out of my mouth towards Lizzo. I'm trying to think back now that I say that out loud. Nah, yeah, I ain't never hate on Lizzo. Shit, yeah, do your thing, man. Because the damn sure I don't be out here body shaming. Fuck that. Speaking of body shaming, I'm going to work this story in reverse. Because I'm late watching the video. I just watched the little baby, the baby. It's too many babies out here. Just like it's too many littles out here. And Bow Wow dropped the little like we give a fuck. like nigga, Big Bow Wow wasn't nothing special. What the fuck we talking about?
Hello.
And you still little, my nigga. Like, stop standing on your tippy toes to take pictures with women and we'll drop the little.
Hello.
Like, stand in your shortness, king. You feel me? Like, shit. Stand in your shortness with your finger down. Feel me?
Be yourself. Isn't that what what's his name? Bernie Mac said that what's his name in class?
Hell yeah. Shit, be yourself out here. Don't be out here trying to change for nobody. Like Doja Cat ain't changing her Caesar for none of y'all. She don't care what y'all think about her hairdo.
I know that's right.
And she's still out here pulling them. You feel me? I don't know who them are. But oh shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna jump around in my little list today. Speaking of pulling, now that I think of it. So ASAP Rocky jumped into a mosh pit at Rolling Loud this weekend and ended up going viral screaming for help in the mosh pit. Now he posted and was like, yo, that shit ain't funny. Somebody was squeezing the life out of my nuts. If you watch the video closely, you can see when his face go from like wild for the night to like what the fuck is going on. And then you can see a hand come from his crotchal area. Which is like, yo, listen, I done heard stories and seen interviews. Mac Miller had one talking about like he be crowd surfing and shit, and he had to, or RIP Mac Miller, man. He used to crowd surf and he had to stop because it'd be weird, motherfuckers. He'd be like, yeah, you can tell where it's like people just want to hold you and grab you, and you know what I'm saying? They just want to say, I touched his shirt or whatever like that. And then you get the weirdo that's just like all fingers and shit, just poking in the asshole and shit. I'm like,
oh my God.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, yeah, niggas get their chain snatched and all types of shit in the mosh pit.
Well, that's what you get for jumping in the mosh pit with all that shit on your neck.
You feel me? You catch my big ass mosh pit, and first of all, it's probably a problem. Or it's just big people there that I know is gonna hold me down. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I never slandered a big girl, because you feel me?
One day.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, just don't do her like
I need a sturdy woman in the crowd.
don't do her like Miguel and fucking jump and sack the fuck out of her.
Yeah, shout out to Miguel. Yeah, whatever happened to Miguel since the leg drop? I mean, he dropped caps in the stems, but that was it.
Skywalker.
Yeah, you feel me? Like he was not Skywalking then. That nigga was.
So he skywalked right into her face.
That nigga was Jimmy Superfly Snooker or some shit. He hit it with the atomic leg drop. Like, oh yeah, brother. Let me show you how to perform, brother.
He was singing "Let My Love Adore."
And then he just let her crumble into the crowd and shit.
And got the wrong girl. Got the wrong girl around the neck. Like, that wasn't the one that you nut chucked in the face?
Oh shit. He hit it with the old DX X-Pac move and shit.
You making me waste all this smoke.
He like, nah, I gotta comfort some white woman. So here, somebody come here. You all right?
Let my leg adore you.
He hit her ass with a tweet line. Ooh, there goes my leg right up in your face. Oh my.
Oh my
That nigga came out like Bernie Mac. He was like, oh, y'all want me to jump the stage? I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Kick ass. He hit that motherfucker with the Hurricane Rana.
Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Shout out to Miguel, wherever you are. Just I don't know, man. Be safe. Don't kick the shit out of any more white women, man. Oh shit. So speaking of women, right? So because I was doubling around to this. The baby. Can we just acknowledge that he ain't shit? But he's also creative as fuck at not being shit. This nigga just dropped a single talking about when Megan Thee Stallion, when Tory shot Megan, he was with her the night before, and he was with her the night before that too. And I say wet to be polite. The baby said he was fucking her. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
No, he said that. He literally said that. That's not an allegation. That's literally the opening 4 bars of the song. He say some shit like, you play with the baby, I'm gonna change the diaper or some shit. Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know. I'm making it up. But y'all go and watch the video. It's the motherfucking the Boogeyman video. He got a whole Megan Thee Stallion look-alike in that motherfucker. And he's just on some Boogeyman shit. I'll give him this though. It is a creative video. And the baby do a lot of his own visuals. And I fucks with his visuals. But come on, my guy. Like you're doing too much, man. Like you can't just be out there putting women just shit out there. Like you out here almost on some August Alsina shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody need to hear about your entanglements with a stallion. Yeah, what you do in that stable stays in that stable, bro. And then Megan Thee Stallion went and performed somewhere. I think it was Rolling Loud, and she was like, "Look, I've been hearing a lot of talk, and you know what I mean? Oh wait, that's Cardi B. Hot girl shit. Whatever Megan said. Y'all know what she said. They've been talking about the hot girl, and look, I feel it. She was like, what I do with my body and who I do it with my body or whatever is my business, because it's what? My body. And I'm sure she went into like a mix of body, yada, yada, yada. But I feel like she been given, which I'm like 50-50 on, right? Because realistically, ain't none of your friends' business. Ain't none of your friends' business. Genuine head Bible. You know what I mean?
No, there's something else he do now.
Yeah, he do the 2-foot slide head wiggle and shit. This nigga done become the broom from the goddamn So Anxious video. So anxious.
I can't.
But yeah, so Megan Thee Stallion been, and I'm 50-50 because it's realistically, it's nobody's business. Like, you know what I'm saying? What she do, like she said, what she do with her body is her business. You know what I mean? And who are we to judge? Like, we already tell women they can't have abortions as men. So, you know what I mean? I think we've spoken enough on what women do with their bodies for the time being. But also, it's like, you know, as a student of the game, like, you're giving some real Bill Clinton type answers here. Like, they was like, so were you involved with Tory Lanez?
Like sexually?
Like,
okay.
Like physically? Like, nah, bitch, like, did he put his pee-pee in your pee-pee? Like, did the birds and the bees meet? Bitch, why is it birds and bees? Like, what do birds and bees have to do with each other? When have you ever seen birds and bees interact?
Like having sex? I have no idea.
I mean, bees and flowers, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Even hummingbirds and whatever flowers they be fucking with.
Yeah.
But like birds and bees? What?
Maybe because it sounded cute and it was a better way of saying, let me tell you about fucking.
Well, Timmy, we've got to have a talk about the penises and the vaginas.
Right, right. And you know, back in the day, nobody really want to come out and say it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was taboo that people were going down on each other.
Yeah, right. Phew. Shout out to the brave souls that was admitting to cunnilingus.
Fellatio.
Yeah, except that coward Michael Douglas. How dare you blame your throat situation on cunnilingus, and especially after on a cunnilingus, Catherine Zeta-Jones. I don't know. She looked like white people would like her though.
Yeah, they do.
Like Angelina Jolie. I never seen all of the hype for real. I mean, I get it. No, I don't. She's very slim, I'll say. She almost looks fragile.
But she's a white girl with black girl lips.
Nobody want that store-bought shit.
I mean, they do, though.
Yeah, that's true. They do. Shout out to Kylie Jenner making $1 billion off of telling people to suck their lips in the fucking in the cups, and then selling them lip gloss that was supposed to give you the same effect. No, it didn't. Yo,
Just kill all their lives, kill all their dreams.
You feel me? Like
it didn't, honey. You're so wrong.
I want to get like is it a paleontologist? I feel like I'm saying the wrong thing. An archaeologist. I'm gonna get there eventually. One of them motherfuckers that tell you about history and people and civilizations.
One of them too.
Yeah, sociology. I don't know. I'm gonna get Bones, the motherfucking Emily Deschanel.
I can't.
And I want somebody to explain to me why white people's lips are moderately smaller than black people's lips. Because I'm not going to say the reverse and be like, well, why are black people's lips so large? Fuck you. Why white people lips so small, y'all? Right. You feel me? I take the pro-black approach. Nah. That would be a hell of a debate. No, but I really wonder what that is. Like, I wonder all of the differences. Like, what's up with black people and nostrils? Because we all know them Jacksons, boy. Mm-hmm. Before, them Jackson nostrils was like motherfucking 2 goddamn large Wendy's lids. Like, them shits was big as fuck. And then, ironically, they all got the same nose later. Yeah, same nose and helmet. Shout out to Jermaine with the fucking permanent. The helmet, though. You ever seen Jermaine Jackson hair move? No, like the blue girl. You feel me? That shit is solid. That nigga got he got the Mega Mind helmet on and shit. Oh man. Shout out to the Jacksons though. I don't know why. They just famous as fuck. Yo, I had a conversation with somebody this weekend. They was talking about Janet Jackson and the Super Bowl shit. Shout out to Rihanna performing in the Super Bowl halftime. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who's gonna be there. It don't matter. But I'm gonna be checking out Rihanna at the halftime show. You feel me? So is ASAP Rocky. You know what I mean? And hopefully I'm gonna say it anyway. Hopefully his nuts gonna be safe. Because listen, ASAP been down bad in these crowds, man, getting his nuts in the vice out here. Mosh pitting and all of that shit. But at
least he had a child, so it's
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had his little baby, and did we ever get a name on baby ASAP Riri?
I don't think so.
It's probably gonna be something hella ghetto, like Brooklyn, Harlem, Barbados, Def Jam, Rock Nation, Rocky baby. That baby name gonna be like a motherfucking what's that shit? The 1-800-COLLECT commercial.
What?
It's gonna be ASAP at a baby with Rihanna.
Not out of it. We have these one.
Oh shit. Shout out to Rihanna though. She probably on track to be the next Black Oprah for real. I mean, technically she is the next Black Oprah, like a billionaire, since apparently Oprah is not black. And like, I get she said it and it was in an interview, and you know, sometimes your mouth move a little quicker than your brain, but like you and then she doubled down on it because Twitter was like, bitch, she black. She was like, I ain't basic like y'all. I had to say what I had to say. I said what I said. Like, okay, well, what you said was wrong. Yeah, let's as a community, what they like to say now, can we normalize I said what I said, not meaning you were right, but you just in fact said what you had already said. Right. Like, because doubling down on it with an attitude don't make you right. Like, motherfuckers just be trying to say anything out here. My favorite black expression is "you reaching, bro." Like, and what's wrong with that? Like, in the words of ASAP Rocky, since when did it stop being cool to try? You feel me? Stupid. That's literally the quote. That shit was funny as fuck though. Shout out to ASAP, man. He been catching a lot of shit. This nigga was wearing a kilt. Now he just Rihanna baby mama. I said what I said. That makes it fact. The girl name is Lil Miami because I can't go back and retype the shit. She not with Diddy, and ASAP Rocky is Rihanna's baby mama. And the baby name is ASAP had a baby with Rihanna. ASAP's the first name. Had a baby is the middle name. With Ree is the second middle name. It's all hyphenated. Rihanna. So it's Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Oh, then the last name is Fenty. So it's ASAP had a baby with Rihanna, Fenty. Oh shit. And then Tyler the Creator not only made that picture or the meme of ASAP his fucking profile picture, but he put the shit on a cake and took a picture with it.
I can't.
That is a fucked up friendship to have. I know they gonna shoot the fade next time they see each other. Shout out to Tyler the Creator too for being fucking hilarious. Just in general, like I think he's a hilarious person. Think he's an extremely talented brother. I've been saying that for a long time, but niggas ain't believe me till son got a second Grammy, you know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, I ain't saying I predict the future, but I know a couple things, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Speaking of knowing things, what else we got going on in the world? I think that was it, yo. Young Miami, Lil Miami, Miami Vice, whatever shorty name is. The girl that's not dating Diddy is gonna be the next Black Oprah, man. Y'all heard it here first, or wherever the hell she said it in that interview. Megan Thee Stallion said it's her body. You know what I'm saying? She can do what she want. The baby can make little petty ass light skinned songs about fucking Megan Thee Stallion if he want to. It's petty. But the visuals in the video was kind of dope. Shout out to the baby putting effort in the video game. Yeah, I just feel like, how long are we going to accept the baby's problematicality?
His toxicity.
Yeah, you know what I mean? His male Southern toxicity.
I mean, the man put his baby mama out on live.
I feel like she was being toxic.
I mean, I'm just saying.
This is why the baby can continue with his bullshit.
Right.
It'd be like,
regardless, he literally put his baby mama and the baby out of his house.
Oh yeah, that's some all the way fucked up shit.
Called the police on her online.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, like why would you? You did it online. That's the part that get me. Like, I mean, it all gets me. But like, you put the baby mama out. You put the baby out. You called the police on the baby mama to get her out of your house. Like, the whole situation is just toxic. It's toxic, and we allow it, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not condoning her. I'm not, because I don't really know what she did, because she didn't necessarily put her on live, or if she did, I didn't see it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It could have been a whole bunch of wild shit going on behind the scenes, but still, I mean, to broadcast that's some whack shit, in my opinion. And then it's like, now it's just back to that August Alsina shit. Like, now you just sound like you on some whack snitch shit. Like Tommy Strong and shit. I got the draws down. Like, nobody want to hear that, bro. It's 2022. Like, right. Keep that shit to yourself.
Nobody cares.
You feel me? Like, y'all made like 4 songs together, and then realistically, people be like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion was with this rapper and that rapper. Like, okay, well, Megan Thee Stallion's a rapper full time. Like, that's what she do. And I'm sure she's around other rappers and like
birds of a feather.
You know what I'm saying? That's like fucking nobody bats an eye if fucking Keisha and Larry and goddamn maintenance get together after working together for fucking 60 hours a week for the past 8 years and shit. Like, y'all, everybody wanted Jim and the goddamn secretary to get together, but Megan Thee Stallion's a hoe because she dated a couple rappers in her. Well, she been in the game for like what, 6 years now, at least? And we know that she dated 2, 3 niggas. Like, y'all, listen, we got to relax, man, with the name calling and the propagandaism and the shaming and the motherfucking treachery. I don't know. I'm just throwing words out there now. Like, dude that was talking on Twitter and shit. If y'all think what I said coincide with, okay, nigga, first of all, like, you're using the word wrong. That's my biggest pet peeve. And I try not to be like grammar police, but some of this shit is just not cute anymore. Like, we grown as fuck. We ain't kids no more, Day. Or whoever the fuck he was talking to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we at some point, it's no longer like, I know motherfuckers that say quesadilla.
What now?
Quesadilla.
Like a quesadilla?
Now, like a quesadilla, like, you know what I mean? You take the tortilla and you put cheese on that motherfucker and some meats and some peppers, and then you fold it over and then you steam it and fry it and throw it on the skillet and you got you a quesadilla.
I can't.
And they order said quesadilla at least 2 times a week, every week.
And they steady calling it a quesadilla.
And are corrected. You feel it's harder to say it wrong than it is to say it right. I'll even accept quesadilla. Like, at some point you have had to heard a Latin person speak and like, or maybe, I don't know, taking Spanish, because they're like the second largest minority, I believe, in the United States. Which, by the way, if you add up all the minorities together, then we're the majority. But, you know what I mean? Listen, I ain't about to talk that Dr. King talk, because I want to go back to Memphis. That was an educational and a historical joke there. You feel me? Going back to Memphis, shouty. Damn, whatever happened to Thurston P. Clearwater, or whatever that nigga name was that maced Soulja Boy and then allegedly shot himself in the leg? He been real quiet.
I can't. What?
They've been posting all of his gangsta ass interviews since he maced Soulja Boy. He shoot himself. Everything get quiet for the nigga.
He checked about himself?
Yeah, apparently he was in the strip club with that thing on him, which is like, you maced a nigga in public, but I get it. Listen, protect yourself when you're in the strip club, because what Drake say, you got to keep a blade when you go to check a bitch. Ain't no telling. I never understand that. Like, what the fuck is going on in Canada? like you gonna cut it? What type of pimp shit is this?
Yeah.
Shit, with Drake new hairdo, I can see that shit too. Hey, listen here, man. I went to check you one time. I ain't had my blade on me. You thought I was slipping, all right? Like, he flip out a butterfly knife and shit. Then start speaking in fucking Jamaican patois.
No. Why is everybody Jamaican?
I don't know, but it's Jamaican me crazy.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Dad jokes. Yeah, now I still like, somebody explained to me Drake's damn it, that's a mouthful. Somebody explained to me Drake's Jamaican heritage, because it's my understanding his daddy is from Memphis and his mama's Jewish and extraordinarily short, because she cried and his stomach was wet. I don't know. I still don't understand that line to this day. Like, how short is your mom? Because Drake's not that tall.
4'3".
I mean, gotta be, because Drake gives me 5'8" vibes. Because Lil Wayne's 5'5". And Drake's not towering over Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I need to see him and Ludacris next to each other, because I feel like Lil Wayne, Ludacris, and because Kanye West kind of tall too. Kanye almost 6 feet, I think. I don't know. Oh shit! Speaking of Kanye West, I ain't talked about Kanye in a while. He was spotted in some motherfucking Chinese hair store slippers with socks on, with big stupid ass rhinestones on them.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Listen, if those are Yeezy Ninja sandals and they come with the socks and the rhinestones, I'm gonna just say this: I'm working out right now because I slapped the shit out of one of you motherfuckers. I see y'all in the streets wearing them things. Like, boy, listen, like, and then he finally admitted that Sway had the answers. We waited 20 damn years. Like, bro, you've been a meme for all this time. Shout out to the reporter for asking that conscious ass question too. So it turns out Sway did have the answers. Like, I would, if I was Kanye, I'd have just stared at her. Nah, fam. And just, yeah, he would have had to go so far left, it wouldn't even have been funny.
They would have to lock him up for real.
Yeah, right. He throw back on his MAGA hat and shit. Cause see, when they stole the election from Trump, fam.
Okay.
I don't know what makes me think that adding fam to any sentence just makes it a Kanye West impression. Here's how to impersonate Kanye West. Fam. Anything you say, end it with fam.
You gotta say it like that too.
And you know who would sell the fucking Kanye West impersonation DVDs?
Pete Davidson.
Kanye. Them shits. It'd be so ridiculously priced. It come with a free pair of Yeezys and shit.
Oh no.
Like, you want to learn how to impersonate me, fam? We'll buy the impersonate Kanye West kit, fam. First, you need a pair of oversized Yeezy boosts. And you got to make sure the sole is a size 15 and you wear a size 10, fam. First steps.
What?
Then whatever it is you do, fam, if you drop fries and flip burgers, fam, you the Walt Disney of flipping burgers. Like, what? Like, the following was not a Kanye statement because he didn't end it with fam. That's such an outdated Kanye thing. Nobody's heard him say fam in like years. Oh shit. Shout out to Kanye West. Shout out to Lizzo getting her congressional flute on. You know what I mean? 50 Cent is dropping an Unsolved Mysteries hip-hop edition. That sounds like a joke, but it's a real thing. It's going to be on WeTV following the newest episode of Will He or Won't He Date Her, featuring Young Miami. Oh, I never even finished talking about the whole Zeus Network thing.
Oh yeah, about Andrew Caldwell.
Yeah, so here's my thing. And by no means am I trying to be homophobic or slander or anything like that, but I've never heard my heterosexual counterparts refer to themselves as bad boys outside of Diddy and the Locks at one point and Mace and them. But you get what I'm saying. Not since we followed the phrase bad boy with Take That have I heard anybody refer to themselves as bad boy. But apparently, at Zeus Network or whatever it is. Oh, and you didn't even see this one. You see Kurt Franklin's son get jumped? Not jumped. He got snuffed by some. Yeah, all right. So Zeus Network has a show, Bad Boys of LA, or who gives a fuck where they at, because they're all not even from LA. And and which, like, I'm totally here for the whole vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, first thing I thought was, oh, this is like Bad Girls Club. No offense. My mind went to like, oh, okay, this is probably going to be like, you know, Andrew Caldwell and fucking still one I seen sis too, with the braids and shit that's on there. The long braids.
I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was picturing drag queens and, you know what I mean, baddies and shit. And which there are.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of straight men sprinkled in there. Perfectly fine with that. They appeared to be perfectly fine with that as well. Until they started asking questions. So, who's straight and who on that gay shit? Nigga, what? In today's times?
Like, first of all, the person who asked the question is definitely gay.
Yeah, you feel me? Like
what?
I've never just walked into a room like, hey, all right, hold on, yo. Before I say anything else, which one of y'all niggas like niggas? Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit has never crossed my mind. Like, all right, yo, look, y'all seem cool so far, but before we take this friendship to another level, like, and get matching pinky rings, I need to know, like, is you gonna try to do me in the butt when I'm sleeping? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is your actual concern when you signed up for a show called Bad Boys of LA? Like,
but here's the crazy thing about it is you signed up for it knowing that the executive producer of it was the main bad girl from Bad Girls Club.
You feel me? So, like, the first two things I would imagine is there's probably some bisexual people in here at the very least.
Yeah.
And most of us are going to fight at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've ever seen Bad Girls Club, you know what to expect. Like, why change the formula for Bad Boys Club? And with that being said, Andrew Caldwell was on there. You know what I'm saying? Straight as a rainbow flag. And you heard the L I enunciated. This isn't the fucking 80s, all right? Don't be out here trying to put slander on my name. But you know what I mean? He was out here enjoying his new life, loving women's. And it was popping big shit. And they was like, first of all, they were calling him sis. And girl and bitch and honey and sweetie and everything else. And then he started returning it with sis and all of that. I'm only speaking on Andrew Caldwell. Sir, there's no need to be trapped in the closet in 2020.
Hello.
All right? Like, listen, come as you are, brother.
I don't care.
You feel me? Like, just please keep making more misenunciations in your content, because it is hilarious. I feel like there's no way in. Nigga, is you stupid or is you dumb? But needless to say, they got Andrew Caldwell the fuck up out of there. He didn't show up because he didn't feel safe for his life or whatever the case may be. Yada, yada, yada. He's not on the show no more. Kurt Franklin's son is on the show. He was real dodgy. But again, listen, ain't none of your friends' business. You know what I mean? If you like men's or women's. But given the fact that everybody was being so open and all of that, like, oh yeah, boom, boom, I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm whatever, I don't care what y'all doing, I just ride off vibes, like, you know what I mean? It was all love. And then the one nigga just, I forget what his name was, but he was giving me real 1980s toxic masculinity vibes, like, and he was just like, what the fuck did he say? I think he asked Kurt Franklin's son, like, yeah, no, he just said it out loud, like, yeah, so I need to know who all straight and who all gay and who bi and I need to know who fucking who around here, because apparently everybody's sexuality is my business. And everybody was just like, all right, yo, it's like the third time you done asked that. Like, you trying to tell us something? Like, what's up? It's like, nah, yo, I just need to know because we team straight over here. And you could tell the dude he brought into the conversation was like, I'm straight, but like, I'm not team straight. Like, what the fuck are we like? Come on, yo. It's in Twilight. Like, get out of here with that bullshit. Like, yeah, because team straight sounds so divisive. So,
yes.
I don't know, dividing. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Google it. Look it up on AOL. Where it used to come with 30 minutes of free spades or some shit.
Right.
But yeah, like, it's just such a divisionist term. Like, I'm team straight. Like, oh, so like, does that mean you're anti-gay? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Because I'm sorry, and in the minority in this house, you're not really in a position to be gay bashing, literally or metaphorically. Like, like, nigga, they will mud stomp your dumb ass. And fucking, they'd knock you out and put you in a dress.
And Milan was definitely about that shit.
You feel me? I better
drinks and hands at the same damn time.
You understand me? Like, Milan was out here with the shits. Like, he ready to box his man. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, so like, he keep asking Kurt Franklin's son. If y'all don't know, that's the one Kurt Franklin got out of pocket with and left Jesus on the mantelpiece for a minute. Because he told that, nigga, if you ever disrespect me. Yeah, that's fucked up when you speak out of God's turn and then still use your church voice. But anyway, this I'm sure dude is either closeted gay or just straight homophobic, but he was just straight, no, I need to know who gay, who not, who doing dicks, because we doing chicks. Like, bro, nigga, what the fuck are you saying in 2022? Like, what is your life like? And everybody in the house was like, yo, son, you sound like, as a gay man, you sound gay. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, why you keep being so concerned with these people's sexuality? And then and I only keep saying Kurt Franklin's son because I don't care what his name is. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just be straightforward. I don't care what his name is or that he's gay or that he's Kurt Franklin's son. This is just some guy on the show that don't make sense to me right now. And yeah, so he was just giving real Bill Clinton answers and shit. We're like, oh, well, it ain't none of nobody business, so I'ma just stand in the middle. And cause yeah, these niggas was like literally drawing lines in the sand, like, cause we straight over here and they gay over there, so where that puts you? Like, Nick, why do you want to know so bad, sir?
Right, like, are you trying to do it to me? Well, nobody's looking.
You feel me? Like, what's happening here? And then he kept saying, like, no, we ain't with that funny shit. Like, what? Are they gay comedians? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Unless somebody said they was gonna do something while you was asleep, or they gonna knock you out. Like, what are you saying? Exactly.
You feel me? Like, sir, if your niggas in bookings with you, if your girlfriend's in bookings with you, your girl's a nigga.
Yo.
He said, man, what y'all trying to say? I'm gay or some shit? He said, nah, but that's a nigga.
He said, no, man, she can't be. Boy. First of all,
look
why
around.
is she in here with all the niggas?
You feel me? Like, and it just baffled me why this motherfucker was so
adamant about that.
Yeah. And then, like, you know what I mean? Kendall Franklin, I don't know, Junior Franklin was like, yo, like, hey, son, you getting real tight. Like, what's all of this attitude about? Like, no, I'm just saying. He was like, yo, you like settle down or whatever. And they started kind of facing each other, umpire barking and shit. And dude just like turned up super quick. He was like, what's up? And then hit him at the same time.
Oh, man.
Like, come on, bro. You like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, okay, from watching his confessionals, Junior Franklin is, I'm assuming, at least bisexual. I think he might have said that. And so, like, now you questioning a possibly gay man in a room full of other gay men turned into you literally assaulting a gay, like, son, that's a hate crime. Like, I don't know how else we slicing it. You feel me? Like, and this is why the baby can do what he can do. Shout out to the baby though. You know what I mean? He tried to make amends and shit. He had a dude on there, which I'm not sure if that was, I don't know who this person was, but maybe he's like a notable gay like influencer or TikToker or something. But he brought dude out, like they bumped into each other leaving a haunted house. He was like, oh shit, you scared me. I thought you seen the boogeyman or something. And he was like, all right, but I'm about to get up out of here, yada, yada. And then he said, oh yeah, man, look, sorry about that whole thing at Rolling Loud. I ain't mean nothing by it, man. You know, it's all love. All right, I got a dip. Because at Rolling Loud, he said some shit about like gay people or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, so you include a like backhanded, like, how did we know dude was gay? Like, did you set that scene? Did you know what I'm saying? Just because he was blonde haired and hoop earrings, like you're describing Cisco. Bang, bang. But like, you know what I'm saying? It hit my eye weird. Like, oh, that's kind of sweet, but like I just don't know the guy. So maybe the guy's like, you know what I mean? Shit, I can't even think of a famous gay black man, Paul Mooney. I ain't say that, allegedly. Oh, okay, Uncle Phil. You know what I mean? Maybe he's this generation's black Uncle Phil. Because Young Miami's listen, yeah, go back and watch the beginning, man. Whatever. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, okay, I guess dude's supposed to be gay, maybe. And that was him like making up for it. But listen, I digress. Because I've been talking enough shit. My voice is starting to get old and raggedy. Listen, man, y'all take care of yourselves. If you're in the Ohio area, first of all, if you're in the Cincinnati area, and I say area because Uptown's not Cincinnati. You feel me? But if you're in the Cincinnati area, y'all already know, man. Uptown, Park Place, every Wednesday. How many Wednesdays? All of them. You feel me? Every Wednesday, open mics. It goes down by the livest hosts in the city. I can say that because I'm one of them. You feel me? Let me get the deep voice on him. I'm one of them. Nah, that was like, that was creepy uncle vibes and shit. I mean, some French fried taters. Mm-hmm. Every Wednesday. Mm-hmm. You know, host this open mic thing. Now I got real creepy and shit. It be women's there. Mm-hmm.
It be women's.
Them women's give me hot like French fried taters. Mm-hmm. Is that a problematic? Like, can anybody remake fucking the Billy Bob Thornton joint?
I don't know.
I feel like that's more so a Billy Bob Billy Bob reference joke, a Billy Bob Thornton reference nowadays. Because Billy Bob Thornton's voice was just fucking terrible in that movie. His voice and Bane's voice in fucking Batman. That,
I hate talking about Bane and Batman. I really do.
but why would you not like the voice of a man who said 2 words at a time in the comic books?
Because Bane didn't freaking talk.
Yeah, right. Bane talked like the Incredible Hulk, and they made that nigga eloquent in fucking in the Dark Knight Rises.
A whole accent.
Yeah, that was my thing. Like, since when was this motherfucker like? He sounded wealthy and shit.
I sound like a wealthy Englishman. No.
After tea time, we shall take over Gotham, and it will be spectacular.
Oh my god, I can't.
And then it was like the inflections were in the weirdest fucking places. You see, it was one of those days.
Okay, Julia's house.
That nigga was doing like Sean Connery childs and shit. This voice is series James Bond with different inflections.
that actually sounds a bit Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is he would almost hit it sarcastically. And you can't tell me that was fucking, what's the dude from Venom? Tom Hardy. Which, speaking of aggressively asking somebody about their sexuality, so there's a clip on YouTube. Somebody was like, "Oh, they asked him some shit like, basically, would he ever take a gay role out of fear that would expose him as being gay?" And he was like, "Wait a second, are you asking me if I'm gay? Like, why would you want to know? What the fuck are we? Oh, wait a minute." He was like, "First of all, who I'm sleeping with is none of your business. Like, are you asking me if I'm sleeping with something? Like what the fuck?" He was like, "Yeah, bro, like, you want to get with me after the show or something? Like, I don't understand." Like, he was just baffled for like 3 consecutive minutes. And dude was, "No, I'm just curious," because like, why are you curious about my sexuality? Like, fucking, like, well, you want to know if there's potential to date you? Like, no, right now, no, you're an asshole. And just moved on from the shit. I'm like, yo, that's the perfect deflection. You just remember to rant and forget he never answered the question, and then be curious but too scared to ask him now. Like, but wait a minute, so
are you gay?
Never mind. So tell us about this new Venom movie. He's another one I think is like sneakily British or something.
Sneakily British?
Yeah, like you see him and he's playing like old countrymen and fucking old timey gangsters and this guy from Jersey or wherever the fuck Spider-Man's supposed to be from. That's not quite New York, but it's New York. And you know what I mean? And then you hear him in an interview and it's like, "Well, what business is it of yours and my sexuality, mate? You want to wank me, yeah?" Like, what? Who the fuck is talking right now? Which is why, oh no, it might have been Bane's voice, Tom Hardy, because he's British. He just could have made it all sing-songy, and then he talks like Gordon Ramsay on Whippets or something. Isn't it?
You always gotta add that on there.
That's it. I done did 4 bad accents tonight. Listen, I'm running out of shit to talk about. My voice is sore. I need to get some tea. Hot toddies, hot titties, whatever they call. I take them both. But listen, y'all know how I end this thing when I finally do end this thing. We going OT on you bastards tonight. You understand me? It's only 15 minutes over. We're going like soccer OT. You know what I mean? Like Lionel Messi then faked the injury, bought the team a little extra time. I don't even know if he's a current soccer player right now. I just know that was the name to say in soccer like 2-3 years ago. But either way it go, y'all know how I ended when I ended, even in the OT. Love yourselves on a serious note. Love yourselves, then love each other. And if you can't do that, just don't be an asshole about it. Somebody might squeeze the life out of your nuts like ASAP Rocky. Then you're just going to be Rihanna's baby mama, which ain't a bad gig. You know what I mean? I don't know. So it might work out for you. Either way, man, till the next time, this Truth Talks. I know the vibes. Uptown forever. It's the only time I twist my fingers up to rep that uptown. And that's not Cincinnati. I'm out. Holla at me.